Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. Did you know that there are special quests in the game for Explorer classes only that allow them to get a special old school Knight of Cygnus skill? When the Knight of Cygnus classes were first released all the way back in 2009, they looked a lot different than what they do right now. They could only reach the max level of 120 and their skills were looking like completely different. A few years later, the ultimate Explorer classes were added that could be created after reaching the max level on your Knight of Cygnus and completing a series of quests. These new ultimate Explorers could have one special Knight of Cygnus signature skill. Warriors got Soul Driver, which was a pretty okay grinding skill for warriors back then. Mages got Flamegear, which is basically Poison Mist except that it's on fire. Thieves got Vampire, which deals damage and leeches HP. That actually is still pretty useful for Night Lords, I'd say. Archers got Wind Piercing, which to be honest wasn't all that interesting. And pirates could shoot lightning sharks out of their fists, which is pretty cool. However, after the Cygnus classes started to get revamped, the option to make an Ultimate Explorer was removed. But there still is a way to get those special skills through a series of quests which are most possibly the most tedious and time consuming in the entire game. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're becoming part of that 0.04% of maplers who actually have this skill. Today we're getting Flamegears on my bishop. To get our skill, we first have to complete this quest given by Grendel the Old through the quest window. He asks us to collect 20 lunar dudes, which can be found from desert rabbits. Easy enough, right? Well, no, not really. If you played MapleStory in the past, you probably heard of or attempted the Nap and Dead Honey questline. For that questline, Maples had to collect a rare drop from Nap and Dead monsters. This quest is kinda like that, except that you need to find 20 Nap and Dead Honeys and not just one. To put it in modern terms, I think this item has a slightly higher drop rate than droplets that you can find in the Arcane River. So yeah, it's pretty bad to find one, let alone 20. The reason why I'm doing this on my bishop is because Holy Symbol also increases the item drop rate, and I was hoping that would help me out. I have no idea if these items are actually affected by drop rate at all, because it still took me over 6 hours of grinding to find all 20 of them. I was even using a totem for those entire 6 hours, as well as Legion drop coupons. Both the Desert Rabbit maps can drop the lunar dues, but the first map is actually pretty nice to just mindlessly teleport back and forth in for a few hours, even though the spawn is a bit worse here. I even found a familiar card that gave me some additional drop rate that I started using. I just hope this helped me increase the drop rate just a little bit. Finding all 20 was like the close to most boring 6 hours of my life, only getting topped by that grinding to level 200 on Orange Mushrooms video that I did a while back. So we complete this quest and we get our first achievement and a new skill. We get the Empress Might skill. This skill allows maplers to equip items that are up to 10 levels above their character level, which is quite useful at lower levels, but very much not worth it, because by the time you're done collecting your lunar dues, you're already way too high level for that to actually do anything. Only 0.4% of all maplers have this skill though, so if you want to flex on others with your unique beginner skill, that's totally a thing you can do. But we're just getting started, because the pain is actually just beginning. Because to get Flamegears, we need to do another collection quest. This time we need to collect 10 burning flames from Poison Pupa. There only is one map in the entire game where these monsters spawn, and it's not a fun one to grind in, let me tell you that. And even though you'll need to collect half the amount of items as the previous quest, it took me 2 hours to collect my first burning flare. This quest was absolutely brutal. Me and Twitch chat have never gotten so excited over an etc drop, just to show you how crazy rare these items are. It took a wonderful 10 hours of grinding here to find all 10 items. I got lucky a few times and found like 2 in 30 minutes. That lowered the average by quite a bit. Funny enough, when that happened, I actually was not using any drop cards. But still, as you can imagine, doing circles in an underwater map as a bishop isn't the most enlightening experience. I did actually level up once though, but 0 out of 10 would not recommend this grinding spot at this level. And there we go, 10 burning flares collected. By far the worst quest I've ever done. I would rather complete every jump quest in the game than do this again, but our hard work did pay off, as we now are the proud owners of the Flamegear skill. Only 0.04% of all maplers have this skill, so now you can flex while waiting for those MVP buffs. Flexing is basically the only thing you can properly do with this skill, to be honest. It ain't very powerful. Might be useful for Fire Poison Mage to add another stack of damage over time, but yeah, for us it ain't that great. So let's just make it a little bit stronger. You thought we were done? We're just starting. This skill can be leveled as well, increasing the damage with every level up. And would you look at that, only 0.02% of all maplers have the skill at level 2. Now we're talking. So we're sent off to Cube Slimes to collect more burning flares. Ain't that just lovely? We can also go to Blue Serpent Flowers, but I like the Cube Slime map a bit more. Also, more good news, the drop rate for these actually wasn't that bad. Maybe I just got lucky, but with only Hanoy symbol and my drop rate familiar, it only took about 4 hours of moving left and right in this map to find all 10 burning flares. A piece of cake compared to the previous 2 quests. This skill has a max level of 5 actually, and if you're really crazy, for the next questline you can either go to the Grizzly Monsters or Reinforced Iron Mutae. I started this questline, but after a few hours of mind-numbing rotations and not finding anything, I think I value my sanity a bit more and throwing the towel over here. Still though, we now have a skill that only 0.04% of all Maples have, and only 0.02% of all Maples have gotten the first upgrade. Was it worth it? Probably not, but hey, now I can set Hennessy's on fire faster than the Black Mage can destroy Maple Island, so we got that going for us. And that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, thanks to our members for making this video possible. Many thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, FLX, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Cody Mora, Wiley, Francisco Sousa, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Lorenzo, BG Extremes, Anwar NHI, Frank Bouquet, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Beamer WT, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Froggy11, Surtito655, Gleason, Brendon Cam, Vira, Trevor, Michael Machaka, Ratius, Lucky Beats, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Afterlord_MS, Heopan, ceemak, Striker, Elk, Knockem SS, Niu, Tide1 Pun, Victor Sundstrom, Radicals the Alien, Stanislaus Kusumo Vegas, Ricer RU, Eddie Reacts to Things, Dular, Gummy Bullet, Mr. Narc, Lovebird, Rev Soli, Yuski TV, Yo Mama, Mathias Simonsson, Caveman, oh yeah, Galando Belavia, I'm disappointed. My name is Coppersan and I'm super cute XOXO. Clap for the moment, PC Game Life, Max Bernhardt, Cake Shot and Dante Victory. So far we trained the beginner to level 200, tried to defeat 3 billion orange mushrooms, and now we completed one of the hardest quests in the game. So while I tried to beat up Zakum using Flamegears, which by the way isn't actually possible because monsters cannot die from damage over time, nice, I was wondering if anyone watching had any other ideas for some crazy videos like this one. If you do, then feel free to let me know in the comments, because you know I'm kind of running out of ideas right here. I've been making maplestory videos for about 12 years now, so you know I've kind of run through all the content. So if so, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!